Yeah. So clothing stock is 10,000 above the opening stock. So keep it in mind. And then bills receivable and bills payable is given us. And what you're supposed to calculate?
Sales, sundry debtors, closing stock, sundry creditors.
Yeah. Sales, debtors and closing stock and sundry creditors. Okay, it's a very simple problem. So first one is sales. So how will you calculate sales?
So from the gross profit ratio.
Yeah. So gross profit ratio, how will you calculate?
So
Gross
gross
profit.
profit ratio is equals to gross profit divided by sales. So gross profit is given and ratio is also given. So we can find the amount of sales.
Okay. Okay. Any other answer?
So gross profit into 100 divided by 25.
Yeah. We will just cross multiply and we will do that. So we have done this many times. It is not a new thing for us. Yeah. So first you have to calculate sales. So we know that sales is equal to, or gross profit is equal to sales minus COGS. Correct. And then gross profit percentage I know, and sales I know it will be always how much? 100%. Then how much is COGS?
75%.
Yeah. How we got that 75?
100 minus 25, sir.
Yeah, 100 minus 25. It's very simple. To make our right hand side equal, so you have to minus how much from 100 to make it 25, so 75. So that is what we got it. And in this, we know one thing, one variable I know, that is, there are three variables. One is gross profit, one is sales, one is COGS. In this, if I know any one of that, remaining one we can cross multiply, we can calculate. And we already know gross profit is 4 lakhs. So cross multiply. So we know 4 lakhs is gross profit. I don't know how much is sales. I don't know how much is cost of goods sold. Just we will cross multiply. We will get. Okay. So how do you cross multiply? To get sales, what you have to cross multiply?
Divided by 25.
What is divided by 25?
4 lakh into 100.
100, sir. 100 by 25.
4 lakh into 100 divided by 25. So please calculate, students, how much you'll get?
16 lakh.
16 lakhs.
60?
16 lakhs.
16 lakhs. All of you got it? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now COGS also we can calculate. Anyways, he's not asking, but still we can calculate and keep it for future use. So COGS, how will you calculate?
Sales
4
minus
lakh
gross
into-
profit.
Yeah.
Sales minus gross profit.
Sales minus gross profit. Okay. Or you can even do cross multiplication. That is 4 lakhs into, okay, 75 divided by 25. How much you'll get?
12 lakh. 12 lakh.
12 lakh.
12 lakh. Yeah. So 16 lakhs minus 4 lakhs is 12 lakhs. Got it? So we got sales. So therefore sales is 16 lakhs. So first answer we got it. Do you understand? Any doubt? Anybody has any doubt, students? No? Shall we go forward?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yeah. Second, what you need to calculate? Debtors. So any idea how to calculate debtors? He has given us debtor velocity is 3 months. What do you mean by debtor velocity? Have we thought about that? Because question bank was there with you many days. Have any of you gone through and find out what is debtor velocity?
Average collection period.
Collection period.
Yeah,
Collection.
nothing but average collection period. Okay, so it is nothing but average collection period. So we know that average collection period, what is the formula?
12 months divided by number of
Yeah,
DTP.
Data turnover ratio.
yeah.
DTP.
So data velocity, students, is nothing but debt collection period. So what is the formula? Same formula you have to use. Data velocity is nothing but debt collection period. Okay. So number of months in a year, or you can take number of days in a year, 365 days, okay, divided by DTR. So any data he has given us, let us go back and check in the question. He has given velocity 3 months. Then what about the days or months he is given? So what will you take, number of days or number of months?
12 months.
Yeah, we will take months because our data velocity is in months. So we have to take even the numerator also months. So we will take number of months. Okay. So substitute now. We know velocity is 3 and number of months in a year. Everybody knows. We have learned from our nursery class. It is 12 months in a year. So 12 divided by DTR. I don't know. Write as it is. Okay. So now you cross multiply. That is DTR is equal to 12 divided by 3.
4, sir.
So how many months or how many times or how many
4 times.
4 times.
It is 4 times. It is 4 times. Now, but what is asking us to calculate? Not DTR, but is asking debtors. So how to calculate debtors?
Data is equal to
By applying formula. sir.
Net trade sales divided by average accounts receivable.
Yeah. So we can calculate by using again DTR formula. Data turnover ratio we can use and we can calculate. Okay. But in this question, he has given us bills receivable. That is why you can see there I written. I didn't write just closing data or average data. I added BR also. That is bills receivable because that is given in the question. So we need to consider that also. So DTR I know it is 4 times. And what about sales? Do you know how much is sales? Just now we
16 lakh.
calculated, right? Sales. How much we got? Total
16 lakh.
sales, 16 lakh. So we will take annual credit sales 16 lakh because we don't have any other data. So we will assume the entire sales as credit sales. Then what about closing data and BR? Anything he has given?
No, sir.
Closing data he has not given, but bills receivable is given. How much?
25,000.
25,000. You can see here 25,000. So we will consider this. Okay. So go to the Excel now. And then you substitute the values whatever we know. So 4 is DTR, right as it is. 4 is equal to 16 lakhs is sales. We already calculated. Closing data, I don't know, right as it is. And bills receivable is 25,000. Just write as it is. Now you cross multiply. This entire thing, what is in the bracket, you take it to the left hand side. It will become 4 into closing data plus 25,000. So substitute the values. So it will become 4 into closing data plus 25,000. Do you
1
understand?
lakh. 4 data plus 1 lakh.
4 plus, sir. How can it be plus?
Okay.
It is in the
4 into
numerator.
20.
No?
No, sir.
Yeah, it is in the denominator. So when it goes to numerator, when it goes there, it will become multiplication. It will not be plus. It will be into. Clear?
3 lakhs
If I
75,000.
take 16 lakhs to the left hand side, it will become minus 16 lakhs. Got it? You could see the numerator. But denominator, it will get multiplied. Clear? It's a simple mathematics. I hope you all learned in the school itself. I should not teach you all that. Yeah, now you remove the bracket. How much you'll get? Now multiply 4 inside the bracket. How much you'll get?
4 closing debtors plus 1 lakh.
Yeah, 4 closing debtors plus 25,000 into 4. How much you'll get?
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
Yeah, 4 closing debtors plus 1 lakh is equal to 16 lakhs. Still further, how can you simplify? Now take
Minus 1 lakh.
1 lakh to the left hand side. It will become minus
15
1 lakh.
lakhs.
So 16 lakhs minus 1 lakh will get how much?
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs. Okay, now it became very simple. Now what is the next step?
Divide by 4.
Yeah, 15 lakhs divided by 4.
3,75,000.
25,000.
Yeah, 15 lakhs divided by 4. So all of you calculate how much you're getting debtors.
3,75,000.
3,75,000. All of you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Or anybody getting different answer? If you're getting different answer,
Same,
please
sir.
let us know. Okay, I also got 3,75,000. So we have got calculated 2 things till now. One is sales we have done, and then we have calculated closing debtors. Next, what you have to calculate? Go back to the question and check
Closing stock.
closing stock. How to calculate closing stock? Anybody? Any idea? Where do you come across closing stock? He has given us stock velocity and creditors velocity. Where do we get?
So opening stock, closing stock is above opening stock, so 10,000 above opening stock.
Okay, but how much is the opening stock?
We have to find that one, sir.
Yeah, how to find?
Sir,
How do you
Sir, we can apply the
stock velocity.
formula, sir. Stock turnover ratio formula.
Pardon me?
By using stock
Stock
turnover
turnover
ratio
ratio.
formula.
Stock turnover ratio. What is the formula you're going to use?
So stock velocity is equal to 12 by stock turnover ratio.
Okay, that is stock velocity you're going to use first, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
First
sir.
you have to calculate use velocity. From there we will get stock turnover ratio. Then that ratio you apply in stock turnover ratio, you will get that. And we already know the COGS. I know the stock turnover ratio. I can calculate using velocity, and then we can calculate easily closing stock. Okay, yeah. Let us do that now. Are you able to see the screen, students, clearly?
Yes, sir.
Or shall I
Yes,
zoom
sir.
it some more?
Yes, sir.
You want me to zoom it some more?
No, sir.
Not required? Okay. Yeah. So next you have to calculate the closing stock. We will again use the same method what we did for data turnover ratio. So we will use stock to velocity, and then we will calculate, we will find out the STR, stock turnover ratio, and then using that stock turnover ratio we can calculate that. 1 minute, there's a small spelling mistake. Yeah. Stock turnover ratio. So how much is velocity given? Stock velocity is 8 months.
8
So
months.
how many days or how many months you're going to take here?
12.
12 months.
12 months. Because velocity is in the months, so we have to take even the our right hand side also, the left hand side also, and months only. So now you cross multiply, you'll get STR. How much you'll get?
1.5 months.
1.5
1.5 what? Months or days?
Times, sir.
Months.
Times.
Times.
Times. Yeah, turnover ratio is in terms of times always. Okay. So now you substitute the formula of STR. Stock turnover ratio is equal to COGS divided by average stock. Okay. Because it cannot be closing stock, because closing stock, what it says, closing stock is above the opening stock. So I cannot use closing stock because I don't know the closing stock. So that is why I can't use closing stock. I have to use average stock only. Got it? Are you getting it, student?
Yes, sir.
So I know stock turnover ratio now 1.5. COGS already we calculated. How much we got?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs, sir.
Yeah, 12 lakhs. So whatever we calculated definitely will be helpful. So we have calculated earlier, so we can use that data now. So COGS is 12 lakhs, and average stock I don't know, right, as it is. So 1.5 is equal to 12 lakhs divided by average stock. So calculate
8 lakhs.
8 lakhs.
That is 12 lakhs divided by 1.5.
1
Calculate.
8 lakhs, sir.
sir.
All of you getting 8 lakhs? Yeah. Now I got average stock 8 lakh. But what is he asking? What is he asking us to calculate? Not
Closing.
average stock, but
Closing stock.
closing stock. So how to calculate closing stock?
Apply the formula.
10
What is 10?
Plus 10,000, sir.
10,000 above opening stock.
Okay.
The average stock
Plus
is
10.
equal to
Opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2.
Okay.
So opening stock would be X and closing stock would be X plus 10,000.
Yeah. And already I know average stock. Average stock is 8 lakhs. Okay. Very simple. So apply the average stock formula. What is the average stock formula? Opening stock is closing
Opening
stock
stock.
divided by 2.
2.
So I know average stock 8 lakhs. I can write it on the left hand side. And then opening stock. What is opening stock? Opening
X.
stock I don't know. We'll write as it is. And closing stock I know it is 10,000 plus opening stock divided by 2. Okay, let us write now same as it is. So 8 lakhs is equal to opening stock plus closing stock is nothing but opening stock plus 10,000. That is why I put it in the flower bracket. Okay, the small bracket is closing stock divided by 2. So simplify further, open the brackets. What do you get in the left hand, right hand side? If I remove bracket, what will I get?
2 lakhs.
Anyways, everything it is positive, it's a plus only. If I
11
remove bracket, how much will be?
11x.
Opening stock plus one more opening stock.
X plus 10x, so it will be 11x.
Yeah, we are not using X here. You can use X also, but I'm not using X. I'm using opening stock directly. So one opening stock plus second opening stock. When I add, how many opening stock I'll get?
So 2 opening stock plus 10,000.
Yeah, I'll get 2 opening stock plus 10,000. This is one opening stock. This is one more opening stock. When I add, I'll get 2 opening stocks. Yes or no? Vaishnavi, did you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can use X also, but you can use directly opening stock also. So one opening stock plus one more opening stock will make me 2 opening stock plus 10. Okay. And
excuse
2
me,
I have
sir.
taken to the right hand side. It becomes
Shan, sir.
multiplied by 2. Yeah.
Sir, I'm sorry. Could you tell me how we got 2 opening stocks?
Yeah, you can see here. First one is one opening stock. Can you see it here? Let me use
Yes,
it.
sir.
This is one opening stock, and closing stock we are written it as opening stock plus 10,000. How I got this? I got it from the question. Question says closing stock of the year is 10,000 above the opening stock. That means it is whatever is opening stock plus 10,000. If I add to the opening stock, I will get closing stock. Do you
Okay,
understand?
okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how did I write that is I wrote it as opening stock plus 10,000. So when I remove the brackets, the small bracket, if I remove, I'll get one opening stock plus one more opening stock. When I add this, I'll get 2 opening stock and 10,000, right, as it is 10,000. And this divided by 2, I'm taking to the left hand side. So it will become multiplied by 8 lakhs. Okay, so it is 8 lakhs into 2. Get it? Got it, Jason?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So now you just simply multiply 8 lakhs into 2. How much you'll get?
16 lakhs.
That is 16 lakhs. And then right hand side, you
16
can write as it is. Yeah. 16 lakhs into 2 opening stock plus 2 lakhs plus 10,000. Now we take the 10,000 to the right hand side. It will become 16 lakhs minus 10,000. How much you'll get?
1,59,000.
No.
15,90,000.
Yeah.
15 lakhs
15 lakhs 90,000.
90,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next opening stock is equal to 15 lakhs 90,000 divided by 2.
7,95,000.
17.
Yeah. All of you calculate.
7,95,000.
7 lakh
95,000.
95,000. Everybody got it? Any
Yes, sir.
doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So opening stock I got it 7 lakh 95,000. So now can I calculate closing stock?
Yes, sir.
How will you calculate?
7,95,000 plus 10,000.
Yeah, very correct. So therefore closing stock is opening stock plus 10,000. We already know. I got the opening stock. I can substitute now and add 10,000. You'll get the closing stock. How much you'll get?
8,05,000.
8,05,000.
Yeah, 8 lakh 5,000 is the closing stock. Is it clear? Students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anything else you have to calculate? Next is creditors. How to calculate creditors? Any idea?
First we find out
We are done
the
saying-
CTF, sir.
Net,
Yeah.
net sales divided by account payable.
Okay.
So first we
So we'll use
Follow the
creditors
CTF, sir.
velocity first.
creditors
Please follow the
turnover.
same procedure what we did for debtors, what we did for stock. Okay. So use the velocity is given here. Creditors velocity is given us nothing but creditors payment period. Okay. So creditors payment period is 2 months. So creditor payment period, you apply the formula and then you calculate the CTR. What is CTR? Creditors turnover ratio. We are not used it till now, creditor turnover ratio. And then you apply that, substitute the CTR, what you calculate there using velocity, and then you will get the creditors. Okay. Let us do that now. Yeah. So we have to calculate creditors, sundry creditors. So we know that creditors velocity is nothing but number of months in a year divided by creditors turnover ratio, CTR. So velocity is how many months he has given us?
2 months.
It is 2 months. We already know from our kindergarten that number of months in a year is 12 months. So write as it is 12 months divided by CTR.
6.
How much will get CTR? That is 12 divided by 2.
6, sir. 6
Yeah.
times.
How many times?
6
6,
times.
sir.
12 divided by 2 is 6. So we got 6 times. So what is the formula for creditors turnover ratio? Check the formulas.
Credit
List
purchase.
what I gave you.
Net credit purchase
Credit.
divided by average account payables.
Average account payables. Okay. So creditor turnover ratio is equal to net annual credit purchases plus we can take average creditors or closing creditors plus bills payable, because he has given us bills payable in the question. Okay. But the question is, I know creditors turnover ratio 8 times. Okay. And what about annual credit purchase? Do we know?
So we can find out with the help of COGS.
Yeah, we can calculate using COGS. How do you calculate using COGS?
COGS is equal to purchase plus opening stock plus direct expenses minus closing stock.
Okay. Yeah.
We know opening stock and closing stock, and direct expenses is not there.
Yeah, that expense is not there. So our formula will become COGS is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus
Purchases.
COGS. And since we don't have the direct expenses, I didn't write. Anyways, we'll write it or else we'll get confused. So direct expenses. Okay, minus closing stock. So I already got it. I got the closing stock. I got the opening stock, and I don't know the that expense is not given. We can take it as 0. And I know COGS. How much is COGS?
12 lakhs.
12 lakhs.
So substitute now. Opening stock is how much? Closing stock is how much?
Opening stock 8 lakhs.
725,000. Opening stock and closing 8,05,000.
Yeah. So right now, COGS is 12 lakhs. Opening stock is 9.7. Sorry, 7,95,000. Purchases we don't know, right, as it is. And direct expense he has not given us. We will take it as 0. And I know the closing stock is 8,05,000. So please calculate the purchases.
4 lakhs, sir.
12,10,000, sir.
12 lakh 10,000.
12,10,000 is correct. How we got 4 lakhs? Somebody said 4 lakhs. It is 12,10,000 is correct. So now I got purchases. I know CTR is 6 times. I don't know closing creditors, but I know the bills payable. How much is bills payable, students?
10,000.
10,000. Okay. Yeah. Let us substitute now. Whatever we know. So once again, I wrote the formula: net annual credit purchase divided by closing creditors plus bills payable. So CTR is 6, and annual purchases we got 12,10,000. Closing creditors I don't know, right, as it is. I know bills payable 10,000. So cross multiply, we'll get how much? 6 into closing creditors plus 10,000 is equal to 12,10,000. Now you multiply 6 inside the bracket.
63.
6 closing stock, closing creditors plus how much?
60,000.
10,000 into 6, 60,000 is equal to 12 lakhs, 10,000. Okay. Now take the 60,000 to the right hand side. It become how much? 12 lakh 10,000 minus 60,000. How much will get?
11,50,000.
Yeah. 11,50,000 divided by 6.
1,91,667.
Okay. What about others? How much?
Same,
others
sir.
will be?
Thanks.
Yeah. Others?
1,91,666.
1,91,000.
666, sir.
Yeah. So 1,91,667 you'll get. Recurring 6, so we take it as 7. Okay, this is the closing creditors. This is the last thing what we are supposed to calculate. Okay, so we have completed all the 4. Any doubt, students, in question number 10? What we can solve now? So question number 10, right? Yeah. Any doubt? No doubt? No or yes? Please confirm.
No, sir.
Anybody has any doubt? No doubt? Okay. Then shall we go to the next question? So which question is left out now for us to solve?
12, sir.
10 is over. 11.
Over, sir.
11 is done. 12. 12 long thing. You only have done this. You've done it as homework. And 13.
No, sir. 13 we didn't.
13 we have to solve now. Yeah. Yeah. Any one of you please read the question. Question number 13. Yeah. Or you want me to call out the VIP names? Yeah. Sneha is there with us. Sneha Babu. Sneha, are you there? No. Sneha is not there. Sandhya. Sandhya. Sarah Rachel. Sarah
Yes, sir.
Rachel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Kindly read one. Question number 13 for us.
The working capital of ABC Limited has deteriorated in recent years and now stands as under current liabilities amount, current assets amount, creditors 4,90,000, bank loan 2,10,000, inventory 5,60,000, debtors 3,50,000, cash 70,000. Total for current liabilities 7 lakh. Total for current assets 9,80,000. Compute current ratio and quick ratio. A further bank loan of rupees 50,000 against debtors is under negotiation. Assuming the loan is received, calculate the revised current and quick ratio. There is also a negotiation going on discounting the debtors of rupees 3,50,000 for rupees 3,15,000
Yeah.
to a collection agency for immediate cash. Also, obsolete stock worth rupees 1,25,000 are being sold for rupees 80,000 of the cash realized by the 2 transactions. The bank loan is proposed to be reduced to rupees 1 lakh. Calculate current ratio after the transactions are put through and analyze it.
Yeah. Thank you very much for reading the question, ma. And here, ABC Limited has given us only half the balance sheet. He has given only the current asset and current liability. That is why you can see the balance sheet is not tallying. So don't worry, it is not the full balance sheet. That's why it is not tallying. Okay. So he has given us 3 scenarios. He is telling that the company's liquidity ratio, okay, has been deteriorated recently. With this, I am not able. Network issue. Who responded? Sneha. Please mention your names, or else I can't get you actually. Sneha, right? Okay. Yeah. So the working capital of the company is deteriorated. What do you mean by working capital?
Current asset minus current liabilities.
Yeah, the total current assets or the net current assets is not good. It's going down and down every year. So they want you to analyze the working capital. It is nothing but your current assets and current liabilities, and then you have to analyze and tell them. Okay. So first scenario is telling, first question, just calculate the current ratio and quick ratio, and then second scenario is given us. Assume that they are going to take a bank loan of 50,000 against debtors. Okay, against debtors means whatever debtors they have. Okay, with that debtors they are going to take a loan. On that they are going to take a loan of 50,000, and assume that loan has been received. Calculate revised current asset and current quick ratios. We have to calculate. And third one, there is also negotiation going on discounting debtors. So what much debtor they have now? 3.5 lakhs. The entire 3.5 lakhs they are discounting. Whatever discounting means, that means the company will surrender all the debtors of the company. That means whatever they're supposed to get from the debtors will be surrendered to a particular bank or a collection agency. Okay, now they structurally called as a factoring. It is called as, in finance term, it's called as factoring. So factoring, when they do that, what happens is they will get the money immediately, but they will not get full money. They'll be discounted some amount and they give you lesser amount, but you will get the cash immediately. But this agency will not get this amount immediately. They may have to wait for very long time, or they may have to wait till the debtor's due date is coming. Then only they'll get the collection period. That is what called factoring. So what the company is doing is they are doing factoring. Okay, so they are surrendering 3.5 lakh worth of debtors, but how much cash they are getting immediately? How much cash they are getting?
3,15,000.
Why it is less? They are giving 3.5 lakh, but they are getting only 3.15. Why is the difference?
So the discount.
Yeah, just now I told you in the beginning itself, I told when they are surrendering the debtors will be discounted. Okay, they will not get full amount. They will get little lesser amount only. They will deduct some percentage in that, and then the remaining amount only be given immediately. And the remaining amount, the 3.5 lakhs, they will get it only when the customer pays them. So this agency, they will take care of that. Okay, so they are going to get only 3.5 lakhs because they need cash more. So that is why they are doing this. They're discounting the debtors. Okay, and immediately they'll get the cash of 3.1 lakh. And then there was some obsolete stock that is worth of 1.25 lakhs. And that means the stock is not worth of now. It is not valuable for the company now. So what they're doing, they are selling it. So how much is the stock they have now?
5,60,000.
They have?
5,60,000.
Yeah, 5,60,000. In that, 1.25 lakhs is obsolete. And this obsolete stock will be sold for how much?
80,000.
80,000.
Cash. So 1.25 lakh, but they're going to get only 80,000 because the stock is obsolete. That means it became very old. Okay, that is why they're going to get very less amount. And by the two transactions, one is discounting of debtors and selling the obsolete stock. What happened is they're going to get money, and with this, what they're going to do is the bank loan will be reduced to 1 lakh. How much is bank loan now? 2.1 lakh. So they are saying this will become 1 lakh. How it will become 1 lakh? It is
Sir, reduce 1 lakh.
Yeah. When they undergo these two transactions, they're saying that my bank loan will reduce to 1 lakh. How it will become 1 lakh?
Repayment, sir.
Pardon?
Repayment.
Yeah, that means they're going to do the payment because they're going to get a lot of cash, right? One, they're going to get cash from discounting debtors, and they're going to get from selling the stock also. So from that money, what they're going to do is they will repay. How much they'll repay?
50,000.
1,10,000.
Yeah,
1,10,000.
10,000 minus 1 lakh. How much will get?
1,10,000.
Yeah, 1,10,000 they are paying. They're going to repay 1,10,000. That is why the bank loan will reduce to 1 lakh. Okay. So now he is telling, after doing that, calculate once again the current ratio and liquid ratio. Okay, or quick ratio. After that, we have to calculate. Clear? Yeah. So let us do now. It's very simple, just a calculation of current ratio and quick ratio, but under 3 different scenarios you have to calculate. Okay, I will show it now. Yeah. Let me close question number 10 and open question number 13. Yeah. So question number 13, solution. So first you have to calculate what? Current ratio. Current ratio, how will you calculate now? He is telling to calculate current ratio, quick ratio, just by the balance sheet what is given above. Just using that ratio, you just calculate. It's very, very easy to calculate. Okay, he has only given current asset and current liabilities. So just divide that, you will get it. So current asset is 9.8 lakhs and current liabilities 7 lakhs. Just divide that, how much you'll get?
1.4:1.
Yeah, that is 9.8 lakhs directly given, then 7 lakhs. Anyways, for you to again, I showed it. How much you'll get?
1.4:1.
1.4:1. This is very, very easy. Directly has given us. Okay. And then quick ratio. Quick ratio.
0.61:1.
Yeah. So current asset, I know 9.8 lakh. In that, you have to minus stock and prepaid expense. How much is stock?
5,60,000.
5,60,000. And prepaid
5,50,000.
expense, he has not given. Yes or no? Prepaid expense, he has not given. And then current liability minus BOD, bank overdraft. Any bank overdraft he has given?
No, sir.
Yeah. See, bank overdraft is different, bank loan is different. Don't consider both equal. Okay. Bank loan is not bank overdraft. So please don't take that. So we take it as 0. So substitute now. So 9.8 lakhs is total current asset minus stock and prepaid expense is 0. Current liability is 7 lakhs minus BOD is 0. So calculate further how much you'll get. Numerator.
0.6.
0.6:1.
Now numerator how much you'll get if you minus 5.6 lakhs?
4,20,000.
4,20,000.
Yeah, 4,20,000. Now you divide.
0.6, sir.
0.6:1.
0.6:1 is a quick ratio. Is it satisfactory? Both of them? Current
No,
ratio
sir.
and quick ratio?
No, sir.
Yeah. Because current ratio, what is the standard ratio?
2:1.
2:1. It is lesser than that. That's why it is telling the company's net working capital is deteriorating. Then quick ratio, is it satisfactory?
No, sir.
Yeah. How much it has to be?
1:1.
1:1. So it is less than 1. That is 0.6, which is less than 1. So they need to do something to increase the ratios. Then second scenario, what's happening? Second scenario to calculate now. One is they're taking one more bank loan. How much? Worth of 50,000. When I take bank loan, what will happen to the current liability? Will it increase or decrease?
Increase.
Again, it will increase. Yeah. So earlier bank loan is 2,10,000. It will become 2,50,000. So 2,10,000 plus 50,000. How much it will become?
2,60,000.
2,60,000. And what about to the current asset? Will current asset
Cash will be-
increase or it will be same?
Cash increase, sir.
Cash will increase. Why?
Sir, we'll get
We took a loan.
Yeah. Whenever I take a loan, I will receive the cash. Yes or no? Immediately when I apply for loan, I will get the cash. So cash will increase by 50,000. So current asset also increasing 50,000 and current liability also increasing by 50,000. So then you calculate revised current asset and revised quick ratio. sorry, the spelling is wrong here. Written as ratio, it is ratio. Yeah. So we'll write down now. In the revised current asset, we will calculate. So current asset divided by current ratio. It is the current ratio we're going to calculate now. So current ratio, earlier what we had, same thing you write. That is 9.8 lakh earlier we had already, plus 50,000 cash inflow due to new loan, and liability 7 lakhs is the old one, plus 50,000 because new loan is taken. So new liability you are going to create, and the new loan is 50,000 is a new loan. Okay, so now you add and deduct, add and debit, how much you'll get? Numerator, how much you're going to get? 9.8 plus 50,000.
10 lakhs
10,30,000.
30,000.
10,30,000 plus divided by
7,50,000.
50,000. So calculate revised ratio.
1.37 is to 1.
1.37 is to 1. Everybody got, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is this is your revised current ratio. But is there any improvement? Earlier, how much we had current ratio? 1.4.
Yes.
Now it is 1.37. Is there any improvement?
No,
Yes,
sir.
No, sir.
It's actually going down. Okay, it again went down by 0.03 times. Okay, so that is why it is not good. Then let us, anyways, we'll calculate quick ratio also and check. Quick ratio, how will you calculate? Everything is same except current asset will increase by 50,000 and current liability also increase by 50,000. So substitute. So 9.8 lakhs plus 50,000. And we already know stock is same. You take stock as it is. It is 5.6 lakhs. And prepaid expense is not given. We will take it as plus 0. Yeah. Divided by 7 lakhs plus 50,000. And then he has not given anything about the bank OD. You will taken it as 0. Yeah. Simplify further now. How much will get numerator?
4,70,000 divided by 7,50,000.
Yeah. 4,70,000 divided by 7,50,000.
0.63.
You get the ratio.
So 0.63.
63.
63.
0.63. All of you got same answer, students?
Yes, sir.
Anybody getting different answer? So 0.63 is to 1. So now you check whether any improvement is there. Current ratio is only gone down, and it was earlier 0.6 is to 1, now it is 0.6 is to 1. So there is not much major improvement by doing the second option. Okay. Then you go to the third option. Third scenario, what is telling? So one debtor, they're going to discount and they're going to get cash of 3,15,000, and 3.5 lakhs worth of debtor will go out of the balance sheet. It will reduce your current asset. And then what is going to happen? Stock also 1.25 lakh worth of stock will go out, and 80,000 worth of cash will come in. Okay. And then bank loan also will reduce by 1 lakh. So we have to first calculate the new current assets and new current liability. Okay. Then only we can calculate ratios. Or else what happens, very difficult for you to calculate. So first we will calculate new current asset and new current liabilities. So calculate revised current asset and revised current liabilities. So current assets, what are the current assets? First one is inventory. So what is happening? What is the opening inventory? It was 5,60,000. So write down opening inventory 5,60,000. Then how much is worth of inventory sold? 1,25,000. So write down minus sale of obsolete stock 1.5 lakhs, 1.25. So calculate how much will get.
4,35,000.
That will be the total 4,35,000. Then what are assets we have? Debtors we have. How much is the opening stock of debtors?
3,50,000.
Yeah. And how much is sold in that? How much is discounted?
3,50,000.
3,50,000. So minus 3,50,000. So how much will be the total?
Nil.
It will become nil or 0. Yeah. Next, what we have? We got
Cash.
debtors. Last is cash. What is happening with the cash?
70,000.
Balance of cash 70,000.
70.
So let us write that 70,000. Anywhere else cash is coming in?
So discounting debtors.
Yeah, one is discounting data. How much I'm getting?
3,15,000.
3,15,000. Okay, let us write that. Add or minus?
Plus
Add, because cash is coming in. So add cash received from debtors discounting, or discounting from discounting debtors. From discounting debtors, how much we get? 3,15,000. Next, any other cash is coming in or cash is going out?
sale of stocks, sir, 80,000.
Yeah, so it is cash is coming in or going out?
Coming, sir.
Coming in. Yeah. So you know, again add cash received from sale of obsolete stock, that is 80,000. Any other cash is coming in?
No, sir, going, sir. One.
Cash is going out. Okay. Then you calculate how much you get.
4,65,000.
4,65,000.
Plus, yeah, all these three you add.
65,000.
4,65,000. Yeah. Now minus this, how much you are paying now? Bank loan?
1,10,000.
1,10,000
Yeah.
payment.
Because it is 2,10,000 here, and the loan is being reduced to 1 lakh. That means how much they have to pay to reduce to 1 lakh?
1,10,000.
1,10,000.
Yeah, that is the meaning of that. So 1,10,000. So deduct this, how much you'll get?
3,55,000.
5,000.
3,55,000
55,000.
cash total amount. So we got inventory, we got debtors, and we got cash. That's all we have assets. Inventory, debtors, and cash. So add all the three. How much will get?
7,90,000.
Total current assets.
7,90,000.
Yeah. That is 3.55 lakhs plus inventory. How much we have? 4,35,000. So how much will remain?
7,90,000.
It is 7,90,000. So it is reduced or increased current assets?
Reduce, sir.
Reduced. Earlier, how much we had?
Reduce.
9,80,000.
Earlier we had 9,80,000 reduced to 7,90,000. Let's see. Okay. Anyway, we cannot comment anything now. Only after calculating ratio we can come to know. Next, you have to calculate revised
Little
liabilities.
down, sir.
Yeah.
Little down.
So what are the liabilities he has given us? Creditors. Any change in creditors?
No, sir.
Yeah, no change. Nothing he has mentioned about creditors. So we will take as it is. That is 4,90,000. And bank loan is reduced. Already we discussed. I will write down that bank loan. So bank loan opening balance is 2,10,000, right, as it is. And then we have minus the repayment of 1,10,000. So how much will get balance?
1 lakh.
1 lakh. So calculate total current liabilities. New total current liabilities.
5,90,000.
Yeah.
5,90,000.
5,90,000. It's reduced or increased?
Reduce.
Earlier it was 7 lakhs. Now it is 5,90,000. So still we cannot tell anything. Only you can calculate, then you can calculate the ratios and you can tell. So first we'll calculate current ratio. Revise current ratio. Already we have current asset and current liability. Current asset we got 7,90,000. Liability we got 5,90,000. Just substitute that and you'll get the current ratio. Calculate new current ratio.
1.34 is to 1.
1.34 is to 1.
1.34 is to 1. Okay. Then quick ratio. They are not asked on image, we will calculate both. Quick ratio. You will see any changes in quick ratio. The total asset is 7.9 lakh. In that stock, the new stock we are going to consider. New stock is how much? 4,35,000.
4,35,000.
Yeah, that is minus. Then divided by the current liability. And BOD is not given, we will get a 0. So how much we'll get? We will get numerator 3,55,000, denominator 5,90,000.
0.60 is to 1.
0.60
Is to 1.
Yeah. 0.60 is to 1. Okay. So we got 0.60 is to 1. So any change, any improvement in the net working capital, that means the ratios. Any improvement?
No, sir.
No, still it is not satisfactory. That means whatever the scenarios they given us, we have calculated all the 3 scenarios. Still the current working capital is not coming up. That means company has to do some other negotiations. Okay, or they may have to invest more cash. Okay, or they have to convert more inventory into sales. They have to get convert this raw material of inventory into product, finished goods, sell that in the market and get the cash. Okay, so that they have to do. So in all the scenarios, we can say that still the working capital is not going to improve by whatever solution they have given us. Okay, that is what you can write it as interpretation. You can write that. Okay. Any doubt in question number 13? We have done. Any doubt? Did you understand?
Sir, can you go back to the Excel one?
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. Tell me, who is talking?
Yes, sir, got it.
Kiran, huh? Kiran, what was the doubt?
Sir, can you go back to the current assets?
The revised current asset, huh?
Yes, sir. After the sale of absolute stock, I missed out.
Yeah. Debtors you're asking, debtors. Any doubt in this?
No, sir, just have to write it.
You're writing down. Yeah, when she's writing, any other doubts you have, students? Anybody? Hope you understood. Any doubt? Question number 13. One more last question is pending for us. We will take that in the next class because now we have only 1 minute left, less than 1 minute.
Sir, let us scroll down, sir.
Yeah,
Cash.
yeah. Kiran, anyways, I'll put this in LMS. You can again write it down by looking at that. I'll upload in LMS. Okay, you can again check it out. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
for that, any other doubt, students? Question number 13 clear, right? Any doubt? Nobody is responding. Anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
What difficulties did you face when you are doing the assignment? All of you are able to get the balance sheet and profit and loss account and our income statement.